Hi, Virgo. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Great Bear, which is the Judgment card. And this card is all about seeing things through completely new eyes, completely, like almost like a waking up. It's not just a aha moment. I mean, it is an aha moment, but it's just seeing things from a completely different perspective. And it literally changes how you live, how you move forward from this day on. You can't unknow it, unsee it, unlearn it, epiphany it. That's not a word. But it is. It's an epiphany that changes you on some fundamental level. And it what's the word I want to say? Oh my goodness. It is the catalyst to changing how you live your life moving forward. It can be an internal thing or an external thing, usually a little bit of both. But it's brings about a profound way you live your life moving forward. So that's an underlying theme. Coming from the past, in this deck, I read this card a little bit differently. This would be the Chariot card. It's the Archer. And it's similar in the sense that you're like single-mindedly focused on where you're going. This Archer is just zeroing in exactly on where this arrow is going to land, targeting it right in, and all of their focus is on this shot. So this card is in what was recently in focus. So you were very focused on one particular goal and manifesting that, and all your time and energy may have been focused on sort of one aspect, something that was really taking a lot of your time and energy and focus. And it's fading a little bit from view, but I can also look at it as if, you let that arrow fly. So whatever you were focused on, you set that in motion. And what we're dealing with here in the focus is where that arrow was landed. So I would say it has to do with your home life. This is a beautiful card of legacy, of generations. You can see the beautiful tree coming out of that home. Something very stable and rooted and solid. And crossing it is the King of Cups. So this can be a water sign or a person with water sign type tendencies. It's a situation that was very emotional and that took a lot of emotional maturity to handle. This card is so interesting because I've had this deck for a while. I don't use it tons, but I've used it a lot. And I literally don't ever remember seeing it. So this would be the Hanged Man, but it's called the Mirror. And so what this is bringing up to me is it's like someone's going to hold a mirror up. So you're going to see yourself, and this may be what that Judgment card is. You may really see yourself in a different way than your perception of yourself was, which can be a really positive thing. It doesn't mean you're going to hold yourself up and be like, wow, I'm a real asshole or something. I think most of us tend to think and believe the negative thbe not the positive things. So I think somehow you'll be able to really see yourself clearly. You'll be able to see yourself from that different perspective, and it'll give you a much deeper understanding of yourself, and I believe much more confidence and insight into you, into life, into your circumstance than you had ever realized was there. It's going to be a really powerful moment, and I think this moment really fuels this Judgment card. That's really cool. I don't remember. There's a book, Polish the Mirror. I haven't read it, but that's what it's reminding me. It's also in the Trevor Hall song, to Zion. It says, polish the mirror so we can see clearer. So finding clarity, really, things are really going to become crystal clear. You're really going to be able to focus in on something and see something very clearly around the home area and make some pretty significant decisions about it. And it's something emotional, something you really care about. Coming up is Strength card. But to me, the Strength card isn't about like strength character, like I can get through this. I mean, it is, but it's more of a card of vulnerability, meaning I'm going to do this even though I'm scared as hell and it terrifies me. I know deep down it's what's true to me, what's honest, what's authentic, what I truly believe is right. And even though you're scared as hell, you don't know how it's going to turn out, you're going to do it anyway because you know it's what you must do. You know it's the right thing. And that takes a tremendous amount of strength to put yourself in a position because you just know you have to. So many people don't, and they run and they never truly live, and they just try to blame other people or take easy way out or manipulate things in a different way instead of dealing with things head on and just, stepping into it regardless of and it's not that they don't feel confident. It's the confidence in what you're doing without any confirmation or guarantee about how it will necessarily turn out, because there are very few things you can go into knowing 100% that it's going to work out, that it's going to be okay. So how people are seeing you is really completing one cycle and starting a new cycle, which makes a lot of sense. It's your new way moving forward. So you're completing your old way of life and moving forward on this new path, this new existence almost for you, because you're stepping into more authentic version of yourself, because you were able to see really clearly a part of yourself you had previously not recognized. And it doesn't mean you didn't know it was there, but you didn't acknowledge it. You didn't it was kept on the down low. Other people see you really moving away from stress and strain and feeling better. This is going to be a really positive, spiritual, mental relief, emotional relief. There's even water in here. You're going to feel much better by putting yourself out there and being vulnerable and pushing forward with something, even though you might be a little bit scared and unsure of how it will actually play out. But you know it's going to be better here than staying where you were, staying how you were. Hopes and fears is the Green Man, which is the Empress card. This is creativity, giving birth to something, nurturing things, Mother Earth, the divine feminine. Did I say the Green Man? The Green Woman. Um, there is some. This is just telling me there is. You want to create, but there's some fear around creating because this new way of being, going with that, playing with that strength card is just you have to be vulnerable, and that's so it's as much of an exciting creative beginning as much as a little bit of a fear. Like, if I create this, if I become this new version of myself, is it going to be well received? Are people, people like to, like, they have people in a box, in a categorized sort of. So when someone drastically changes, there are some people that just are like, cool, doesn't even phase them and totally supports who you are. And then some people really want to keep you in a box, really keep you they decided you were, which is maybe why you had just been, okay, everyone's telling me this is who I am. And you're like, no, I see that there is more to me in here. I finally see it. And then we got a couple cards that I think are just showing, it's like you're breaking away. The outcome is you're breaking away from denial and sort of just being stuck going through the motions of life and not living authentically. And once you have that breakthrough aha moment, everything just explodes in a beautiful way. This is vitality, and this is definitely the aha moment card. It's like stepping into the light, stepping into your power. I mean, just look at this card, and there's growth all over the place, and it plays beautifully with the Green Woman, the Empress. It's just like, once you make that decision and step into it, I mean, it's like, look at you in all your glory, all your power, and all your creativity, and it's just like there's just so much growth that now happens, that you've taken this step towards a new way of life. So thanks for joining me today. Take care. Thanks.